Good morning, my name is Aaron and welcome to another episode of Let's Talk, where we have this open space to discuss some of the latest tech and tech-related news. So if you're ready, grab your favorite beverage, get comfortable, sit back, and let's get to it. And that wasn't creepy at all. Say hello, my friends, to the brand new Hero 10 Black. And it seems like forever since GoPro launched an action cam, hasn't it? But here we are. And sales of action cams in general kind of tanked last year because of you know what. And because of that too, GoPro, in case you didn't know, has been drowning in the tears of its really nervous investors because their stocks have been tanking and such too. And so this year, with more people traveling again, they said, suck it, let's put all our bets on a new device. And new as in mostly in name, because really technically if you look at it, it's just a marginal improvement over the 9. So case in point, according to the spec sheet, the previous watertight housing from the 9 is back on the 10, and apparently there's a slightly more powerful processor called the GP2. How original, GoPro. And also a new imaging sensor, which means you get to shoot not just 4K, but glorious 5K high-res videos of your TikTok fails at 60 frames per second. Just good luck finding a TV to watch that on. And still image resolution has been given a slight bump from 20 megapixels to 23. Wow. And Hypersmooth is now version 4.0, but further testing will be required to see if this is a huge difference over 3.0. And pricing is also not yet known, but I'm guessing it'll be in the $400 price range. So let me ask you this, if you're an owner of a 9, would you actually buy the 10? Or would you buy something else altogether like an Insta360? Is GoPro like obsolete nowadays? Let me know in the comments down below. Now, Qualcomm says they've come up with a solution allowing us to more readily listen to lossless audio on our streaming services like Amazon and Apple by introducing this aptX Lossless, especially if you have access to a lot of CD quality music like 16-bit and 44 kilohertz. And they say it beats out Sony's LDAC in terms of bandwidth, but just by a little bit. And since aptX Lossless is part of aptX Adaptive, unlike LDAC, it can dynamically alter its bandwidth up or down to cater to wireless interference. That's pretty good. But the downsides that I can see is A, it doesn't work with 96 kilohertz 20-bit audio. And B, adding another aptX version to an already fragmented protocol just makes things more confusing than it already is. Like, is aptX lossless low latency like aptX LL? Or does it work like aptX HD? Remember that one? And are they going to be unified at some point via firmware? Because oh my goodness, this thing is so confusing. There's so many aptXs. I like aptX, but the fact that there's so many of them doing roughly the same thing but never properly implemented by manufacturers is just a hot mess. So I'm not sure what's going on here. I hope for the best. I hope maybe at some point they unify it under one thing. That would be super awesome. So I learned the hard way that a lot of you viewers are huge Jabra fans, like huge. Y'all are almost as nuts as Apple fans sometimes, because seriously, nothing I say or do on this channel can sway you. Like, remember my negative review of the 85T? It was negative compared to the rest of the industry, and because of that, I still have people picketing outside my house like to this day. It's that crazy. But for what it's worth, I love the 75T Active. That was one of my favorites of all time. And anyhow, Jabra just released successors to supersede the 85T, thank goodness, and the 75T Active, because remember, there was never an 85T Active. So in a strange new turn in naming convention, we now have the Elite 7 Pro and Elite 7 Active. I'm excited here to see how that Jabra has made the 7 Pro its big kahuna, 16% smaller than the 75T, shrank the storage case while bumping the battery life to beat the 1000XM4 from 9 hours versus 8. Now, one of the main features that the 7 Pro will have that the 7 Active won't is called multi-sensor voice. The company is really serious about making this sound amazing at phone calls by using bone conduction sensors and special algorithms. We'll see if that pans out. But on the flip side, the Active model makes up for that by using a unique silicone formulation called Shake Grip, which supposedly helps maintain fit when you're really sweaty. I'm not sure if this applies to the ear tips only or whether it's going to cover the entire unit. Alright, let's move on to a slightly more serious and urgent topic. I'm going to show you this graphic right now, and this is the watch time on average on GearUP. And as you can see, the numbers are kind of skewed a lot towards non-subscribers, and what this means is every month, 96%, 96% of you viewers who watch never ever subscribe. And that's pretty darn bad because industry standards is looking around at 70 to 65%. So GearUP can do a whole lot better and I need your help. So if you haven't already, if you're watching this and have never subscribed, please click subscribe down below. I really would appreciate it and it will really seriously help me get you more videos like this to watch. Plus, I also have a really small ego, so every new subscriber I see just strokes that ego just a little bit more. I'm not sure if y'all have seen this, but to commemorate Jeff Bezos' recent journey to space, they just launched a new toy collectible penis rocket. It's not actually called penis rocket, but look at it. And you can buy this for your kids and share with them the joy of space flight. And the penile references don't end there, I'll tell you what. The toy is made by Estes, which happens to rhyme with testes. And this plaything is also based off the new Shepard rocket, or Shepard, get it? And it's also available this coming holiday, and I didn't make this up, $69. The material just pretty much writes itself. You know, it's probably too early to tell at this point, but it seems like the new Wear OS 3.0 is finally giving a new lease of interest back to Google Wear devices. But unfortunately, rollout of 3.0 has been slow like crap and hindered mostly by hardware requirements set by Google. Samsung was the first to do it dedicatedly, but only 2 makes so far have promised to update their new watches to 3.0 sometime next year. First one was TicWatch, and now is this one, Fossil. And this is their brand new Gen 6 that they sneaked out last week, and this thing comes with Qualcomm's 4100 chip, 1.28-inch OLED screen, 8GB storage, fast charging, and your usual battery of health fitness sensors. There's no price yet, and to be perfectly honest, the specs are pretty much the same old, nothing to shout about. But the key here is, guys, is Wear OS 3.0, because from what I've seen, and hopefully what you've seen, it's really something special, or can be, because it's a night and day difference between 2.0. It's just such a bummer that we all have to play wait and see until year 2022. Between making movies and twinning with Alabama police officers, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has been staying busy, apparently tuning headphones for JBL of all people. This device right here, $300 over-the-ear headphones, is called JBL UA Project Rock. And this comes complete with active noise cancellation, 45-hour runtime, presumably with ANC on. And since this is the Rock we're talking about, it also has IPX4 rating, so you can work out with it. And I'm not sure why you would wear something so bulky and heavy for your workout sesh, but if you do, and here's a PSA, you probably want to stay with non-vigorous activities at the gym, like say exercise bikes, ellipticals, weights, taking pictures in front of mirrors for your Insta account. And that being said too, if The Rock was truly involved in this, why didn't they make it all like high-end, IP68 and military-grade durability, like an elephant can sit on it and won't break and everything? And last but not least, the Bose QC 45, guys, did release as expected, and as I pointed out a few weeks back, it still unfortunately looks like an old school QC 35. It's too retro for my liking. So that means if you happen to buy one of 45s, you're going to be looking like some of the old grandparents who wear these things on planes, where they probably bought it from the Sky Mall catalog. Remember those things? Back when airplanes still had propellers and air stewardess didn't have to duct tape passengers to seats. Anyways, that's all I have this time, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this news bit format, like and share this video. And remember, don't be a freeloader and instead be at the cutting edge. Subscribe below, turn on the bell notification icon, and get notified whenever I post new videos. And so until the next one, peace out, show some love in the world, and God bless.